Yeah, I was about to go inside. Is the lobby open?
No, sir. It closes at 5 o'clock. Actually, I think 4:30 now. It closed.
Oh, it does fucking say 4:30. Yeah, I was coming by to see if I could get you to take action on a local criminal committing crimes against me. That's one thing. And then to complain about failure to act for, like the last half decade. This police department, among others, but you guys specifically. I've reported to you by the phone for years and years and years. Didn't work, so I've come in person now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where's this person at?
He lives on Corey Court, right over here, Orange Crest area.
Okay. So you want a policeman to come talk to you so you can take a report?
Yeah, I've got a specific penal code, a larceny charge. Okay, I've got that pulled up, and he's guilty of that in the immediate past.
You don't get to choose guilt, sir. Sample 6.
Right, but I can present a case to the officer,
Sure can.
complaint to the prosecutor, then a trial by jury, which will be a joke.
Gentleman's going to be waiting at the Lincoln Station, reference 44 report. All right, so I don't know how long it'll take them to get here because they triage cases as they go as to what we get sent to. So
I'll wait. Don't worry. I've been just like I said. This has been since 2015. I've been dealing with this. All right, but in the second part's the complaint. Like, yeah, I've called you guys numerous times to try. For instance, there was a restraining order against the leader of the terror cell called the Troll Brigade Mafia. This dude was obviously an employee of them. He's got videos bragging about it. I have copies of those ready to present. Okay, so he, in that sense, violated the restraining order. 100.
What's your name?
Wood.
Did we talk a while back? Did I talk to your mom?
No.
You don't remember that?
Sir, you have no idea how big of a fool you look right now.
No, I don't look like a fool at all. You look very familiar.
Oh.
Like you came here to make a report. You hadn't talked to your mom in a while, and you had me call her. That's not you.
No.
Okay.
No, first of all, nigga, I never met my mother. I was taken from my mother at birth by other pigs, okay? I never met my fucking mother. Now, my adopted mother disowned me for being a nigger lover in 2003, okay? No, that ain't me, nigga. That ain't me. No, I don't have family. I'm the one and only of my fucking kind because of your kind. No, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. My adopted mother's in Kentucky and we don't speak.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what your current situation is.
Yeah, it sucks. It really fucking does.
He's going to be by to take a report because that's what they do, and they'll take the information that you have for him.
Okay, the reports on the current active situation, we got to deal with that, yeah. But I've got serious issues. For instance, the officer, I went out to his house the other day, and he told me, invited me to come on. We're live streaming it. I got recordings of that. And then he called the cops on me, and the cops show up. And I was trying to get the cops saying, hey, let's investigate the Troll Brigade Mafia. And they said, that's not going to happen. There's a terror organization led by a repeat offender child molester, a Megan's Law pedophile, Matthew Richard Crowell, Megan's Law pedophile, operating in your community, and there's no chance of an investigation on that?
I don't know what you're talking about, the mafia, but...
Troll Brigade Mafia, that's what they chose to call themselves because they're bad at grammar.
Okay.
So am I, but not that bad.
We'll take your information as well. That's all information.
Okay.
The officer's going to come down and get the report. That's how it starts. The initial investigation starts.
Yeah, this larceny penal code, I find extremely applicable. I mean, that's what it was for, too. I was doing research on the type of harassment they're all doing, and it's like compromising data on a digital network. Okay, I make videos, and the question, I'll get to the specifics with you. This guy is a QAnon supporter. A Stop the Steal supporter, anti-vaxxer, okay, and I went to get my vaccine at the government-run vaccination center in Anaheim, okay, and I did an interview with the guy, the medical advisor there, for the vaccines, and me and him are in complete agreement that the vaccine is safe and effective and everyone should get it. But Lou Stefano out here, he's not. He's an anti-vaxxer. So he flagged my videos presenting medical misinformation and deceiving people about the vaccine because I'm saying it's safe and effective. And he calls it a genocide. He calls the vaccine a genocide.
Let me ask you this, just out of curiosity. Do you think it's a personal choice for people to choose to be vaccinated or not?
No, the way the law is, the way it should be. Which one are you asking?
I'm just asking you.
The law is they have the choice. I don't think they should have the choice.
Okay, well,
doctors know a thing or two. Asswipes that think groups of satanic pedophiles are capturing children, infiltrating our government, are insane and need to be 5150. By the way, he hung up posters all over his neighborhood saying I'm a 5150. Is that legal? Can you post on public property, on lampposts and stuff, can you put up someone's picture and say this person is a crazy sign? Is that a legal use of lampposts, government property?
Well, it's taxpayer property. It's not necessarily government property. It's owned by the taxpayer.
It is owned by the taxpayer, government controlled property.
Right.
I'm not sure, like for instance, as a poor man, I get this one all the time, no signs. You can't put a sign up anywhere. We buy used houses and stuff, you gotta be real careful about that. But you can put up my name and face and encouraging the community to call the police, because I'm a 5150, even though most of the 5150s I've been because me telling the truth about the Troll Brigade Mafia. And then I go to 5150, and the psych ward confirms everything I said. I've also been to Patton, the state prison hospital, because I had a public defender, and I was telling them all this shit. Same damn thing. I get to Patton, they're like, oh no, the Troll, they have a theme song, they have a marquee, they have a signboard, they have a newsletter, they have a clothing line. Okay? Yeah, so I don't think it's fair for him to put up his signs on public property that he has no control over. And he's bragging about it. He's got a video of him on YouTube doing it. There's no question as to who did it. He's saying he's showing himself doing it.
Right. Well, just like being out in the public, people could take pictures of you if they wanted to. By
of course.
You being out in the public, they can say anything they want to say.
They can say, but permanently mounting a signboard to the taxpayer-funded lampposts.
Well, in that case, that might be an issue for code compliance to deal with, where maybe code might go out and take it down because it violates the municipal code.
I think yard sale signs do that too, don't they?
I knew that. I know they go out and they take down yard sale signs, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because there's a municipal code that prohibits it.
Put it in your own yard.
Exactly.
Now glue it all around the neighborhood.
I don't disagree. So a policeman will come by. I'm not sure what time they're going to be by to get the information from you.
And no problem. This larceny charge is dead on to the point.
Well, and they'll be happy to take whatever you have. If you have
by the way, I did contact my local law enforcement before I traveled out here too. But again, I've spent more than half a decade doing that. All right.
Who's your local law enforcement?
Original one I just talked about was Torrance.
Torrance?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in Riverside?
No, I don't say here. I came here specifically for this, to handle this dude, because he's attacking me.
From Torrance? And you came here to...
No, I moved. No, first I spent half a decade in Torrance fighting this.
Okay.
And then when the local cops, who I'm famous for documenting violating my rights with a service dog, that's what made me famous, being abused as a vulnerable individual in the community.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. They wouldn't do anything, and it got so heinous, I moved to Orange County. Okay? Didn't help anything. The local cops down there won't do anything. The stalkers, the people like this dude, Lou Stefano, still the old ones follow, and they got new ones.
Right.
So that just made it worse. So I'm not inclined to do that again.
Well, you got to understand too, there's an issue with what we can and can't do. So law enforcement may take a report. We might even make an arrest, but it goes to the district attorney's office, and if the district attorney says, there's not enough here to warrant charges, or we can't prove this to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It just means that they've...
I understand that. But the loop I got into was, I got a restraining order.
Uh-huh.
I went to the police, and they said service is invalid. I went back and got proof of service, and I brought it to the police, and they say, we doubt this, we'll check into it. I come back, and they say, what restraining order? We've never seen a restraining order. Rinse, repeat for half of a decade. I lost count of the number of times. They're just openly mocking me. The same cop.
Do you currently have a restraining order?
It's expired by now. It ran from 2015 to 2018.
Okay. So you would need to get another one of those if that was the case.
Well, no, I'm talking about the violations that occurred during that time period. Those are still criminal acts. Okay.
Once the restraining order expires, there's no violation of the restraining order.
No, if he violated during that time period, evidence is uncovered, they're proving it, and it's obvious again.
That goes back to what I said earlier. We might make an arrest, we may write a citation, we may allege that he violated or she violated the restraining order. It's the district attorney's responsibility to determine whether or not they're going to actually prosecute the alleged crime. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we'll be happy to take the information that you have. We'll do what we can do to best help you. But at the end of the day, there are certain things that are just outside of our purview. We're not going to be able to do.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this is in your purview. I'm making a specific point about this larceny charge, but there have been many others, like extremely explicit criminal threats, stalking, like videos of them following me from out of town. Like
Where was that at?
Numerous locations all over Los Angeles and down here in Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand something. We'll be happy to take a report. Stalking that occurs in Los Angeles or Orange County goes to Orange County.
The report I'm found today is over the larceny charge.
Okay.
The guy lives here. Okay. This happened in the last few days. This is why I came out here, why he forced me to action. He's trying to flag down my YouTube channel, like I was explaining to you, but by saying it's anti-vax content when it is not.
Okay.
He is the anti-vaxxer, okay? And that disabled the video so none of my viewers can see it. That interferes with my business. That data is not accessible. And he's done that, and I've got videos of him bragging about how the Troll Brigade Mafia flags people's stuff down.
As long as you have stuff that we can get copies of, or you can email it to the police, that's fine too. So my suggestion would be hang out in the shade, because it's a little warm out.
Yeah, it is.
And then
90 today, I believe.
Well, yeah, 91 or 92. So I think these folks here will be able to help you out with taking a report, okay?
Good, yeah.
So my recommendation to you again, give them the best information you can give them. Understand that.
By the way, what's this dude tripping on, thinking that I'm the dude that wanted my mother or something? Assuming I was, how does that change my ability? I'm not.
We'll take that report.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
How you doing?
I vaguely recognize you from the other day, right?
Good.
Yeah.
You haven't gone back home?
No, he upped his attack and he got some more people, and he did a couple of live streams that I got recordings of where they bragged about their exploits. I don't need to sit down. Back stiff. Yeah, but do I need that for filing a report?
Yeah. So what's going on this second?
Okay, I have a specific penal code I believe is violated, and I have evidence he violated. And I want to prosecute it for it, or at least an investigation beginning. Okay, it's the larceny penal code.
So what is he doing now?
He interfered with data on a network.
Okay.
He false flagged it down. What he did was he took a pro-vaccine video and said, you're an anti-vaxxer, you're spreading medical information, and had the video pulled down. Well, I got a copy of that. This is recent history. This is right now. So I got a copy of that. Anyone could look at it and see, no, I'm not. I'm at the government-controlled vaccination site. I'm talking to the medical advisor there. I'm saying things in exact lockstep with the World Health Organization, yet I have a strike on my channel for going against the World Health Organization, and then he is over here blatantly bragging about his trolling activities.
Who striked your channel?
Lou Stefano.
That same guy from...
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm here.
Have you gone to his house again, or was that the last
No,
time?
but I'm going to have to go back out there because he's posting, I was just talking about this other cop, he's posting flyers with me on public property all around the neighborhood.
How do you know it's him?
Because he made a video of himself doing it, showing himself doing it, and put that on
You
YouTube.
definitely don't want to go to his house and try to avoid problems with him, right?
I talked to his neighbors, can I make sure all of his neighbors know that he's throwing pedophile parties at his house, and that's who doxed him and how I got his information and stuff, because he had a falling out with the other members of his gang.
Okay, what's the name of his gang?
The Troll Brigade Mafia was the main gang that was harassing me back in the day. Troll, T-R-O-L-L, Brigade, B-R-I-G-A-D-E, Mafia. Okay, and he's long since had a falling out with them, but he has his own group called the Salty Swimmers.
And it's like an online thing only?
No, it's extended into the physical world numerous times. Numerous times.
In what way?
Like physically stalking me. Like a video of me where they're following behind me in a car and I'm on my bicycle and I don't know I'm being recorded. Well, that part's legal. I had a restraining order against one of the members at the
Because you're
time.
from Lake Elsinore, right? Or Lake Forest?
Yeah, that area.
So,
Yeah.
are they following you from way over there, or just
Yes.
recently because you came to Riverside?
But all of it. I haven't. And in one of the emails the other day, he did say I was being tracked right now, but I haven't seen. I'm talking about evidence where I've seen it. I've seen, oh, that's me waiting on the bus. And then them talking about Richard Crowell there under his primary account, Time to Stand account. That I've seen all that. I got one email saying I was being tracked here, but I have not seen the evidence of that yet.
You mentioned last time you already contacted the FBI. You did everything that you could do with them, right?
They never bother getting back to
So
me.
what are you trying to report today? The fact
Larceny violation, and I've got the specific penal code. I can pull it up in my email in 2 seconds, and I've got a paragraph like explaining how it works and stuff, and it parallels exactly what's happening.
Okay, so forget about everything that he did now. Let me know what he did now to basically commit this fraud.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get off my recording here, unfortunately.